Have you ever felt like something isn't quite right in your relationship, but you can't put your finger on what it is? Maybe they've been distant, or their behavior seems different, and it's leaving you feeling uneasy. Relationships are tricky, but here's the good news. Stoic wisdom can help you approach these situations with calmness, clarity, and emotional control. Today on Stoic Bond Mastery, we're exploring how to recognize the subtle signs that something might be off in your relationship and how to handle it like a true Stoic. This isn't about jumping to conclusions or accusing someone unfairly. It's about observing without judgment, understanding the root of your emotions, and building stronger, healthier connections. If you're ready to gain the tools to take charge of your emotions and relationships, hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss a video that could change your life. Let's dive in. The first sign: changes in communication. Communication is the lifeline of any relationship, allowing partners to share their thoughts, feelings, and experiences openly. When that flow begins to change, when a partner starts to withdraw from conversations, act defensively, or even hide their phone, it's often a sign that something deeper may be happening in the relationship. These actions can leave you feeling uneasy, but rather than jumping to conclusions, it's essential to take a step back and observe the situation calmly. The Stoics remind us of the importance of rationality in such moments. Marcus Aurelius said, "The things you think about determine the quality of your mind." If your partner's behavior has shifted, ask yourself, am I interpreting this behavior objectively, or am I letting my fears take over? Could external factors like work stress, family issues, or personal struggles be influencing how they communicate? It's important to remember that not every change in behavior points to betrayal or hidden motives. Life's pressures, tight deadlines at work, strained family dynamics, or even personal health concerns can weigh heavily on someone, causing them to withdraw or become irritable. These external stressors might manifest as defensiveness or a reluctance to engage in conversations, but they don't always signal a relationship issue. Instead of assuming the worst, approach your partner with empathy and curiosity. For instance, you could say, "I've noticed you've been quieter lately, and I wanted to check in. Is everything okay?" This allows you to open a dialogue without putting them on the defensive. By observing their behavior and understanding the context behind it, you can respond with compassion and clarity rather than suspicion. Building trust requires patience, and creating a safe space for open communication can help you both navigate challenges together. The second sign: a shift in routine. Routines provide a sense of stability and connection in a relationship. They are the shared rhythms that bring consistency and comfort, whether it's eating meals together, catching up at the end of the day, or enjoying regular activities as a couple. When those routines change unexpectedly, it's natural to feel uneasy or question what might be going on. For example, maybe your partner has stopped joining you for activities you used to enjoy together, like watching a favorite show or going for evening walks. Perhaps they suddenly seem busier, more preoccupied, or distant, leaving you wondering if something has shifted in your relationship. These changes can trigger worry or suspicion, but as Epictetus wisely said, it's not what happens to you but how you react to it that matters. Before jumping to conclusions, it's important to consider the bigger picture. Ask yourself, have they recently taken on new responsibilities at work that demand more of their time and energy? Are they pursuing a personal goal or interest that's temporarily taking priority, such as starting a new hobby or attending classes? Could external pressures like family issues, financial stress, or health concerns be impacting their behavior? Life often presents challenges and changes that have nothing to do with the relationship itself. These external factors can cause your partner to pull back or act differently, even if unintentionally. Rather than letting fear or insecurity take over, approach your partner with kindness and curiosity. A simple, non-confrontational statement like, "I've noticed you've been really busy lately. Is everything okay?" can go a long way. It shows that you're paying attention and genuinely care about their well-being without assuming the worst. If their routine changes are due to external stressors, your support and understanding can help them feel less burdened. On the other hand, if the shift does signal something deeper within the relationship, opening the conversation with empathy creates a safe space for them to share their feelings. Either way, patience and clear communication are key to navigating these changes and strengthening your bond. The third sign, emotional distance. Emotional connection is the foundation of any strong relationship. It's what allows partners to share their thoughts, feelings, and dreams, creating a bond of trust and understanding. When that connection begins to weaken, it can feel unsettling, leaving you unsure of what went wrong or how to address it. Emotional distance often manifests as a partner withdrawing, seeming less interested in communicating or avoiding meaningful conversations. These signs can create doubts and fears, especially if the change is sudden or unexplained. The Stoic philosopher Seneca reminds us, a good character once established should remain steadfast. In moments of emotional distance, this wisdom encourages us to remain calm and steady instead of reacting impulsively. It's easy to let frustration or insecurity lead to accusations or demands for answers, but such responses often push your partner further away. Instead, approach the situation with vulnerability and a genuine desire to understand. Start with a gentle statement such as, "I felt like we've been a little distant lately. Is there anything on your mind?" This type of phrasing doesn't blame or accuse. Instead, it invites open and honest communication. By framing your concern as an observation rather than a complaint, you create a safe space for your partner to share their feelings without fear of judgment. It's also essential to recognize that emotional unavailability doesn't always stem from issues within the relationship. Stress, mental health challenges, or personal struggles can cause someone to retreat into themselves. They may be overwhelmed by work, dealing with family pressures, or grappling with unresolved internal battles. In these cases, their distance isn't about you. It's a reflection of their need for space or support. By responding with empathy and patience, you can foster an environment that encourages them to open up when they're ready. Rebuilding emotional closeness takes time, and the best way to strengthen your connection is by being understanding, present, and willing to listen. Remember, steadiness and kindness can bridge even the widest emotional gaps, reminding your partner that they're not alone in their struggles. The fourth sign, unexplained changes in behavior or appearance. When a partner suddenly changes how they dress, behave, or present themselves, it's natural to feel caught off guard. Perhaps they're investing more time in their appearance, adopting a new style, or engaging in activities that seem out of character. These shifts can trigger feelings of unease, leaving you to wonder what might be driving them. However, the Stoic perspective encourages us to pause, observe, and approach the situation with understanding rather than judgment. Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." This reminds us that while we cannot control their actions, we can control how we interpret and respond to them. Sudden changes in behavior or appearance don't always indicate something negative. They might reflect personal growth, newfound confidence, or a desire for change in their life. For example, they could be experimenting with a new look to feel more self-assured or trying out new interests to expand their horizons. Rather than jumping to conclusions or letting suspicion cloud your mind, approach the situation with genuine curiosity. A supportive question like, "I notice you've been trying out a new style lately. What inspired that?" opens the door for meaningful conversation. This approach not only shows your interest in their well-being, but also demonstrates that you value their individuality. It's also important to remember that external factors could be influencing these changes. For instance, a new work environment, a shift in their social circle, or even stress might contribute to their behavior. By engaging in a calm and open dialogue, you create a space where they feel safe to share their motivations, struggles, or desires. Jumping to negative assumptions can create unnecessary tension and widen the emotional gap between you. Instead, embrace a mindset of patience and empathy. When you view these changes as an opportunity to better understand your partner rather than a cause for alarm, you strengthen your bond and demonstrate your commitment to supporting their growth. Change is a natural part of life, and by navigating it together, you can build a relationship founded on trust, respect, and open communication. The fifth sign, intuition and gut feelings. Your intuition is a powerful tool, often working in the background of your mind to pick up on subtle cues and signals that your conscious awareness might miss. It's that inner voice that nudges you when something feels off. In relationships, this gut feeling can be an important guide, but Stoicism reminds us to balance intuition with rational thought to avoid being misled by fear or insecurities. When you feel uneasy, it's essential to take a step back and reflect on what's fueling those feelings. Ask yourself, are my instincts based on real evidence, or are they rooted in fear? Could my past experiences, insecurities, or anxieties be influencing how I'm interpreting the situation? This self-reflection is key because emotions, while valid, aren't always accurate reflections of reality. Epictetus wisely advises us to understand first, then react. Taking time to assess your feelings allows you to respond thoughtfully instead of reacting impulsively. Practical tools like journaling can help you sort through your emotions. Writing down specific instances that triggered your gut feeling can provide clarity and allow you to see patterns or identify whether your concerns are legitimate. Meditation or mindfulness exercises can also create mental space, helping you process emotions and approach the situation calmly. If you're unsure, discussing your thoughts with a trusted friend can offer a fresh perspective, ensuring your intuition isn't clouded by personal biases. Once you've gained clarity, it's time to address your feelings with your partner. Approach the conversation calmly and without accusations. For example, you might say, "I've been feeling uneasy about a few things, and I wanted to talk to you about it." This statement is non-confrontational and encourages open dialogue. By sharing your feelings in a way that invites conversation rather than conflict, you create an opportunity to understand each other better. Remember, your intuition is a valuable tool, but when balanced with reflection and rationality, it becomes even more effective in navigating relationship challenges. Open communication, patience, and understanding will help bridge any gaps and strengthen your connection. The sixth sign, withdrawal from shared activities. Shared activities are the glue that binds relationships, creating cherished memories and deepening your connection. When a partner starts pulling away from these moments, perhaps skipping your regular movie nights, avoiding weekend outings, or no longer engaging in activities you used to enjoy together, it's easy to feel disconnected or even hurt. However, reacting with frustration or blame can often make the situation worse. Instead, Stoicism offers a more measured and compassionate approach. Seneca reminds us, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. This wisdom encourages us to avoid jumping to conclusions and letting our imagination run wild with worst-case scenarios. Instead, take a moment to reflect and ask yourself, is their withdrawal temporary? Could it be due to external factors like stress at work, family responsibilities, or health concerns? Are they dealing with personal struggles that have nothing to do with the relationship? It's important to remember that life's challenges can sometimes make people retreat into themselves, even unintentionally. External pressures can drain their energy, leaving them less engaged in activities that once brought joy. By considering these possibilities, you can approach the situation with empathy rather than suspicion. Rather than demanding an explanation or assuming the worst, use this as an opportunity to reconnect. Gently revisit the activities you both used to enjoy. You might suggest something simple, like cooking dinner together, taking a walk, or rewatching a favorite movie. A thoughtful statement like, "I miss spending time with you. Let's do something together soon," conveys your feelings without making your partner feel pressured or criticized. This approach reminds them of the bond you share and offers a chance to rekindle closeness. Sometimes, small gestures are all it takes to reignite connection and bring back the joy of shared experiences. If their withdrawal continues, consider having a deeper conversation about how they're feeling. Create a safe space where they can open up about what's on their mind without fear of judgment. Patience, understanding, and kindness are the keys to bridging any emotional gaps and strengthening your relationship through life's ups and downs. How to approach difficult conversations. When multiple signs, such as changes in communication, emotional distance, or withdrawal, leave you feeling uneasy, it might be time to have a heartfelt conversation. These moments can feel intimidating, but Stoicism teaches us to face challenges with courage, integrity, and compassion. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. This wisdom encourages us to approach difficult conversations with honesty and a genuine desire for understanding. The key to addressing these situations is starting the conversation from a place of love, not accusation. Instead of blaming your partner, use I statements to express how you feel. For example, you could say, "I've been feeling unsure about where we stand, and I want to understand how you're feeling." This phrasing shifts the focus to your feelings rather than pointing fingers, which can make your partner feel judged or defensive. Creating a safe space for open dialogue is essential. Make sure your tone is calm, your body language is inviting, and you're actively listening to what they have to say. Avoid interrupting or forming a response in your head while they're speaking. Instead, focus on truly understanding their perspective, even if it's difficult to hear. Acknowledge their feelings and validate their experiences without trying to immediately fix the problem. It's also important to remember that vulnerability is not a weakness, it's a strength. Being open about your concerns and fears can deepen your connection, showing your partner that you trust them enough to share your true emotions. By modeling vulnerability, you encourage them to do the same, paving the way for a more honest and meaningful exchange. Finally, be patient. Difficult conversations often don't resolve everything in one sitting. Your partner may need time to process their feelings or reflect on the discussion. Follow up with compassion and let them know you're willing to continue the dialogue whenever they're ready. By approaching these moments with care and understanding, you can strengthen your bond, rebuild trust, and create a foundation for growth and resilience in your relationship. In conclusion, relationships require patience, empathy, and a willingness to face uncomfortable truths. Recognizing these signs isn't about accusing or creating conflict. It's about fostering understanding and connection. Stoicism teaches us to control what we can, our thoughts, actions, and reactions, and let go of what we can't. By practicing these principles, you can navigate relationship challenges with grace and wisdom. Which of these Stoic practices resonates with you the most? Have you ever noticed these signs in your relationships? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to Stoic Bond Mastery. Let's continue growing together and mastering the art of emotional control. Until next time, remember, you have the power over your mind, not outside events. Take charge of your emotions and live with purpose.